Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time, we successfully superseded the distance we had managed to reach with Lurch in our campaign, and we defeated the Harpies. Now, just down here, there are a few other corpses for us to look at, as well as Markon the Child. Just 15 gold pieces, no plot element items or anything that might be of use to us when we get back round to the other tiefling children, who will be very sad, I'm sure, that their friend has perished. I apologise, there was no game audio for the first 40 seconds. I forgot to click a button. So, with this resolved, we now have this different path around the outside of this cliff edge that we can investigate. I'm not sure if there's anything at the top of this pile of bones, but this is not the Harpy's nest. That is further around the corner, where we can expect to find some loot or another, I'm sure. So yeah, nothing there. We will hop down to the bottom, still with basket in tow. I honestly have no idea how long they're going to last on our trip, but hey, we're allowed a pet, and if one can talk with us, all the merrier. So we're going to hop over here. We're actually doing reasonably well after that fight, considering we still have Hunter's Mark up, a spell slot, 2 short rests, and most of our health. I can't say I could have expected that fight to go any better than it did, apart from the death of the tiefling child. Always nice to see a video game that's not afraid to have the drama. Oh no. We're not going to be able to jump this gap. Go on, we can make it. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a pain if we can't. So, what options do we have? Probably not throwing us with our own pet. We're gonna need higher strength to get across here, I believe, if we can't quite clear this gap, because our jump distance directly correlates with our strength score. Use jump to reach. Yes, that's very good, apart from the fact that there is no way for us to get over there and search what's in this nest. What we can do is consume a potion of hill giant strength. But before we do that, I'm going to go into turn-based mode, because what I don't want to do is spend too long on the other side of this space and find ourselves unable to traverse back without consuming a second potion, because that would be unideal. But now, with the consumption of that potion, you will see our strength is now 21, and our athletics is +5. As such, when we go to jump now, we can jump quite easily over here, climb up once. Oh, we need one more jump to get up there. You're not doing anything for us, you can stand quietly. We'll just wait for... Oh. Okay. We can hop up and then loot the Harpy nest. We have a Ring of Colour Spray, level 1 illusion spell, a Bloodstone, some regular bones, and a note and a journal. We'll worry about reading those after we get back, because we have limited time with our potion of hill giant strength to traverse the other side of this shindig. And we fell, but we can afford the 4 hit points. We can also come out of turn-based mode now. Come on. There you go. So, back to bow. Let's see what we've got here. We followed Masharib's instructions so far, but something feels odd. We've encountered no creatures along the way, only alien noises from all directions. Sleep evades us, and the muck on my boots has hardened to a permanent feature. Hopefully we find blank, blank. Lost more hair this morning. I knew there were side effects to come back, but I didn't expect it to be so... Ugh. I hear him laughing. The lamentations of the my brain can't do that one. Omuans, droning like a chorus. What is the purpose of this hellhole? He speaks through the walls and ceiling and the floor. Is he the tomb? Is he? On the last page is a crudely drawn charcoal outline of a bearded devil's face, its mouth agape in a silent scream. Fortunately, this is a quasit, not a bearded devil. And we got an I'm sorry letter. Miriam, I'm sorry it's been so long since I've written. A lot has happened. First, some good news. Maggie Two Fingers won't be bothering you anymore. I've paid her back in full. I'm sorry. She should never have got your name in the first place. Now for the bad news. My love, I'm not coming home. Not for a while, at least. The money came from a mercenary group, and I've agreed to a couple of jobs in the Icewind Dales in return. They pay me up front because, God, it's so strange to write it, because they needed a warlock. They needed me. I took the deal the Cambion offered. I'm not going to say I had no choice because that would be a lie, but I don't regret it. I'm a new man. I feel strong for the first time in my life. Aside from being awoken in the middle of the night by the smell of sulphur, I have no complaints. If you don't reply to this letter, I understand, and if you don't want me to come back at all, well, I understand that too. I love you, Miriam, and I want you to be happy, even if it is not with me. Edmund, not Macmillan. So, we are just going to put that ring on, for sure. If I can see it in the inventory, there it is. So we now have colour spray once per battle, blinds creatures up to 33 hit points. So in small combats where there aren't too many combatants around, or many very low HP combatants, that might be very useful. Now I'm going to run back up to the top of this cliff, and then back up here in the Druid's Grove. I was so kindly reminded about 20 minutes ago by Dr. MCW that down here, where this bear once resided, that if we hop over here, I did know about this, I'd just simply forgotten about its existence. That if we nip across this bit of land here, and can we please make this jump as well? Don't tell me we can't make this. Oh, come on, game. There's a chest back there. Wooden chest. But apparently, we can't get to it. Can this guy? No? Much weaker than us anyway. Well, there's a chest over there. And I'm not going to burn another potion of Hill Giant Strength to get a random chest. Can't reach. I thought we were about to do it then. No, we can't get there, but there is a chest. We just will not be getting it on this occasion. It's the little things that you forget, like having strength, just so you can jump an extra 2 feet. Alright, with all of the chests and things pillaged and a new magical ring in our possession, what are we up to next? We're not going to be finding the Night Song anytime soon. We have the Ancient Tome, but we do not have the methods with which to open it. We can return to Zevlor and make the Tieflings leave. She fears the Grove cannot support both them and itself. Or we can just start kind of trumping along to the other bigger battles in areas beyond the lands we have yet trodden. So down to the south there is the Hag and her cave. Up to the north there are hobgoblins and what's the other ones with the gnolls and such, I think, with the dog-like faces. And then out further west still is the goblin camp.
Need anything else?
I'll have a quick look while we're here.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Just all the usual stuff, my friend. Seems so. Well, we have some stones we can sell. We don't need to carry those around with us for the rest of time. Otherwise, mostly just potions and the like. We could buy more thunder arrows, although they don't actually have any at the moment, and they never seem to be successful when I want them to be. I'll take healing potions. I'll take the potion of Hill Giant Strength that we just burned. I'll replace that. I'm still doing reasonably well for cash. I guess it's much cheaper to outfit one person than it is a party of 4. And then we'll be on our way.
Sylvanus be with you.
Sylvanus be with you, my friend. Okay. Are we going to long rest already? We probably have far more water and food than we could need. And whatever fight we have next is probably going to be a very big one. So we probably want to be in our best stead. Although, if we just pop this button here... Because one of these spell slots counts for Hunter's Mark, which we're still concentrating on, we're basically only down 1 spell slot. Which is not very much. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to come down to the Brighted Village, come down south of it slightly, and see if we can't attack the red caps that are outside the Hags hut and deal with that encounter. So, let's hop down that way. Alright, and as we climb down this cliff face, coming into currently uncharted territory, there is this wooden chest on this side that we can pillage as well. I think this is like a goblin supply box or something. It gets marked on the map later. But it's here, it's mine now, and we get 1 gem for our troubles. And then moving further along this way, we should start to hear some shouting and fighting, I think. Because there will be 2 gentlemen looking for their sister that the hag is currently in possession of. So, let's see how this wants to go. Drop ourselves a guidance, because there might be a social check here, I'm not sure.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
We failed our insight check, so we don't really know what's going on. How about we just calm down? What's occurring?
Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Ethel, what did you do to their sister?
Bollocks.
Ha!
You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena.
What's going on?
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast.
Hags are dangerous, unnatural things. Even this place feels warped and
I
twisted.
don't remember bloody asking you.
Hold on, Joel. Let her talk. What would you suggest?
What would I suggest? Trust a more experienced soul.
You're joking. I I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving Rena to you.
But
I mean, I've got more than a pitchfork.
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
Alright, so they're going away from the Hag's hut, which is an interesting choice, considering they want to save their sister. And where are we headed? Into the into the bowels of the swamp, I suppose.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Ranger check. Oh dear.
The place has a quiet sense of calm.
Well, who knows what is watching in waiting to attack us or some such. Not us, apparently.
Trap. Be cautious.
Yeah, let's not get caught in those alone. That will be a bad time. There's a level 4 sheep. There's another level 4 sheep. And heaps of blood. Everyone's favourite. Right, if we were to attack a level 4 sheep, how would it go?
The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
We're good with the animals. We can do this. Yeah.
The smell of rot assaults your senses as the illusion vanishes. The murderous gaze of a redcap, a creature known for its bloodlust, greets you. He seems unaware that his illusion has failed.
Yeah, but his hat has succeeded. Oh, and his beard's up too. Alright, so is it 4 quote-unquote sheep? Because that's going to be a big ask. Oh, there's Joel and Demir. Dead. Way ahead of us. How are we going to deal with 4 level 4 creatures all at once? I think the obvious answer...
I guess they didn't find their sister.
Oh, we've got chat out of our little friend. Let's put down an oil barrel. And try and figure out the most opportune time to set this thing off. And from where as well. If those two will stand there on routine. Ah, there's one up here as well. That one's the blood sage. If 2 of them will stand next to this barrel and we have a chance to take a shot at it, we will. Maybe perhaps a bomb. So we're going to wait on turn-based mode. There's one. Alright. We're in turn-based mode. We're ready for a fight with these 2 primed next to the explosive. Join me next time, and we'll see just how this fight kicks off. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.